Hi everyone, this is going to be a relationship message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2022. Thank you everyone for being here. Please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it would truly mean the world to me. And so let's get it started. Let's ask Spirit Guides and Angels for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, July 2022. What can they know for their highest and greatest good? What can you tell me about them and their person? This is definitely a relationship reading, so let me know about Aries, please. You are showing up as the Five of Wands. Conflict, tension, fighting, competition. Everyone's got their own opinion, and you're just fighting to be heard. Maybe this is you right here, all twisted up in your head, thoughts going round and round. Definitely not at peace, not at ease. And to be honest, when this card comes out, there can be some pride and ego. I'm not calling you out. I've got my own pride and ego problems. So let's ask about your person. What's going on with Aries' person? What can we know about Aries and their person? What is their person's energy showing up like in this situation? We got the Four of Discs, so they're holding back. They're in a self-protection type of energy. And maybe they're not wanting to let you go, but generally this is someone who's just kind of putting in the bare minimum. They're not really investing a whole lot into the relationship. They might be breadcrumbing you or just doing enough to get by. They're definitely not being vulnerable. They're not taking any big swings in your direction. They're just kind of playing it safe for right now. So what's going on in Aries' relationship? What's the joint energy in this relationship? Aries and their person. We got the King of Swords. So yeah, some tough conversations are needing to be had. You guys might be hashing things out right now. You guys are both definitely up in your head and trying to make a decision, trying to do what's best for all parties involved. And sometimes that means making a head over heart decision. I don't see any love in these cards yet, so let's see if we can get any advice for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising in this relationship. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's your advice, Spirit, in their relationship? So we got, ooh, the Hermit. Yeah, this is definitely an important part of your relationship. It's an important time in history where you're learning some deep soul lessons. You're doing, or you're encouraged to do that deep inner soul searching. Really asking yourself, what is this trying to teach me right now? What lessons am I needing to be learning right now? And your partner should be asking the same questions, and if they're not, then maybe you guys aren't on the same page anymore. But I do see communication is needed. Some really adult, calm conversation is needed. And this is forcing you to be your best self, you know. Some of you might be undergoing a spiritual awakening or just evolving spiritually. And for the Hermit as advice, this might be asking you to go to your separate corners, take some time apart from the relationship to just get back into your own energy. You see how she's got that light, and the light is guiding the way in the darkness. So you have the answers within you that you need right now. It's just a matter of stepping away from the people, the situations that might be trying to distract you, and stepping away from the drama, the conflict, the competition for some of you. Just deciding not to engage in it and really tap in with your inner self, your highest self. And it will speak to you. It really will. If you can get quiet enough and get away from the distractions enough, the advice that you need will come to you. So what's the outcome of this relationship for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? What's the outcome? Three of Wands, beautiful. So progress, expansion. The future looks bright. You're expecting things to get better. And if you're not, you should be. Because this means that things are going to turn around. Things are going to start happening for you in this relationship. It means a decision is about to be made. And you guys are going to take that next step together in the right direction, the direction that you both want to go. So that's really good news, you guys. Let's see if we can get some clarity for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. My Aries is showing up. It's the Five of Wands. Spirit, why is the Five of Wands coming out for my beautiful Aries? The Death. Wow. So undergoing some major change or transformation, and I was kind of picking that up with the Hermit. This is a time of major change, and change is uncomfortable, and change is scary. And maybe you've been distracted at work, or maybe you've been putting all the work in this relationship, and you just feel like this person doesn't have enough time for you, or you have to compete for their time and attention. And you may be asking yourself, you know, is this relationship over? Have we reached the end of our road together? Or you may just be saying some major changes are needed. We can't keep going the way we've been. Spirit guides and angels, for Aries person, we have the Four of Discs, holding back, holding on, playing it safe, just kind of doing the bare minimum just to get by day to day. What can we know about Aries person? Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so some unexpected changes have come around that make them feel like they've taken a wrong turn, things aren't going their way. Maybe they're really resisting change. I see you in the middle of some huge change, and that change is probably scaring the hell out of them because they just want to do what you guys have always done. They just want to play it safe and do what's familiar and comfortable, and change is scary for everyone, but particularly for your person. I see them holding back, just kind of resisting the changes that are trying to happen. They do want a fresh start with you. They do know that they need to do things differently. They need to try something different. And they're definitely interested in you. They want to try, but I just feel like they're maybe a little nervous or scared, a little holding back just to kind of see how things go. So what do we need to know about the relationship as a whole, Spirit, for this King of Swords coming out? The King of Swords is a very wise, calm, head over heart type of energy that weighs up all the options, that looks at the truth, looks at the facts, and makes a decision that's best for all involved. And the King of Swords can make those tough decisions that only a leader can make. You know, it's not easy being a leader. You have to make some really tough calls, and not everyone's going to like the choices that you make. So tell me about this relationship with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. King of Swords. So we got the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Cups. So this person, you definitely love this person. This person was your end-all be-all. They were your wish fulfillment. They were your ideal match. Or at least that's how you see them or did see them. I think you saw this person as someone that you could build a life with. But someone's been holding back emotionally, and maybe they haven't been quite so honest about their feelings. And it doesn't have to be anything nefarious or bad, or like they've got bad intentions. It can just be someone that's nervous or shy, or is just kind of playing it safe. But I think that you're wanting to make some major life changes. You're wanting to move forward and make plans, and I'm not sure if this person is on the same page, or maybe they're just a little bit behind you and you're kind of waiting for them to catch up. So tell me about the Hermit for the advice for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. The Hermit as their advice. Four of Pentacles coming out twice, so it's time to hold back. Don't make any big moves. It's time to really consider your options. Really do that soul searching and think about, is this the person you want to attach yourself to for the rest of your life? Is this the person for you? Really do that soul searching and really ask your highest self to make it clear to you what you should be investing your time and energy in right now. Tell me more about the advice, the Hermit. The World, wow, major completion, major endings and new beginnings. A cycle coming to a close, and we already see that with the Death card in your energy. I don't know if you're graduating college or starting a new job or considering some major life change like that, but this is a very important time in your timeline. And that what you do next is going to have pretty big repercussions on the rest of your life. And so the World also talks about learning those life lessons, and so does the Hermit. So I would be careful before making any major changes, major life decisions. Really be sure that you're doing the right thing that's best for you. Okay? So the outcome for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, we have the Three of Wands. That's progress, that's expansion, that's things getting better, being optimistic about the future. And the Queen of Wands, that's your energy. Aries, Leo, Sag energy coming out with the Queen of Wands. That's you being a boss, taking your power back, being confident, attractive, sexy, strong, taking action in the direction of where you want to go and who you want to be. And not waiting around for anyone, to be honest. So tell me about the outcome for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh my goodness, you guys. Eight of Cups. Moving on, walking away. Now for some of you, you're going to have to leave this relationship. And that's going to force you to boss up and really get your confidence back and really take your power back. And when you do that, things are going to start moving fast pretty quickly. Things are going to start getting better really quickly. And for some of you, that is the major change that you've been contemplating on whether to stay or whether to go. But for others of you that are in a long-term committed relationship, this is a very important moment in your history because it's giving you the opportunity to boss up, to mature, and to stand in your power and to make informed decisions for yourself and your life. And there are some ways of doing relationships that are going to need to be left behind. For some of you, you've been with this person for a really long time and you've gotten comfortable. And we do reach points in our progression where we outgrow certain ways of being, and it's time for you to leave something behind. It may not be this person. Maybe it's a way of doing relationships. Maybe it's certain behavior patterns or ways of doing your life that you've just outgrown it, and it's time to search for something more because you are growing, you are expanding, you are undergoing a lot of changes right now, and I just hope that this person can keep up because I see how much you're growing and changing. Spirit, any more advice for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising in this relationship? Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. Time to play. Make time to dance and play. Yeah, so you've clearly been working really hard. And you might be a little bit stressed out. Maybe this is you experiencing some tension, some conflict, or you've just been working so hard, and you've clearly been working so hard towards something. And you're growing, you're expanding, you're changing, and maybe you need to ease up a little bit and just take some time to relax and play and have fun and not lose sight of what's important in life. Spirit guides and angels, what can you tell me about Aries person? Celebrate life, make life a celebration. Yeah, so they've been holding back a little bit, and they've been maybe nervous, maybe resisting the changes that you guys have been going through, or just some changes that have been happening around you, and and they also need to remember what's important in life and not lose focus, not get so stuck in the everyday mundane, wanting to stay comfortable and safe, that they forget that this life is meant to be lived. This life is meant to be explored and experienced, and we're meant to grow and change. And yes, life is painful, but it's also meant to make us expand and grow and change. So what do they need to know about the relationship as a whole, the shared energy for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising? Gift of freedom, break away from attachments. And the Eight of Cups talks about attachments. We get familiar, we get comfortable with the same old people, the same old job, the same old ways of doing life. And eventually we do outgrow things, and it can be tempting to stay where we're comfortable and familiar. But those things will eventually hold us back from continuing to grow and change and expand. And so sometimes we need to release our attachments. And I want you to consider that if you've got some attachments to things that just aren't serving you anymore, ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? Because even if it's something that's hurting us, if we're attached to it, it's because it's providing something for us. It is serving a purpose. It's just a matter of getting to the bottom of, like, what am I getting out of this? Even though it's hurting me, it is doing something for me. Otherwise, I would have dropped it a long time ago. Spirit guides and angels, what advice do you have for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising? Simple pleasures. Look for beauty that is all around you. Yeah, just a need to be a little bit more present. Slow down. Enjoy life. Take time to play. Celebrate life. Don't forget what's important. Don't get so caught up in the everyday 3D grind that you forget why we're here to begin with. And for the outcome, Spirit guides and angels, what do you have for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising? Speak out, communicate, and solve the conflicts. Yeah, and we saw conflicts with the Five of Wands. And, speak out, communicate. The King of Swords is all about that. So I see that you guys do have some really good communication skills. So there's clearly some conversations that need to be had. And you guys got this. You can totally do it. I can see that you can. It's just a matter of taking the time, set some time apart to say, hey, we need to talk about some things, and just be calm and come from a caring type of mentality, about what's best for everyone involved. So let's leave this with some advice for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. Spirit guides and angels, what have you got for advice? Yes. Between worlds. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you are between this old life, this old way of doing things, this old, comfortable, familiar way of living your life or way of doing your life, but you are in the middle of some major changes right now. And I can see that those changes are kind of making this person nervous. They just want to go back to the way things used to be. But the more we try to resist the changes that are happening, that want to come in to continue to bring us along our spiritual path, the more we resist that, the more we stay stuck in the past, and we don't grow, we don't change. And if they keep doing that for long enough, you're eventually going to outgrow them so much that you guys just aren't going to be on the same page anymore. And this is you. You're going into this new world. You're wearing that crown. You're going from a life that's black and white to a life that's full of color and abundance and joy and love and prosperity and all of those good things. This is where you're going. And I just hope that they will trust the universe enough to know that their spirit guides, their angels, are guiding them to go into this path as well. And so I hope you got something out of that message. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you could, leave me a comment. I would really, really appreciate it. I want to hear from you. And until the next one, take care.